We just got Glide Roktavor R6 in our spider web. Now let's unbox this thing.
Oh, come on, man.
Easy!
Trash, bro.
Welcome to the spider web. This is Spyder here, and today I'll be opening Glide Roktavor R6. Finally, I got this now. First off, box art looks fantastic. I mean, just look at this. So, wrecking Dualhan. Roktavor destroying Dualhan, that's funny. You see like the electricity going around and that vortex in the back. This always looks awesome, and I love how they handled the Speedstorm symbol. Whoever's in charge of the box art is, well, he or she better get a lot of money for this. This is just good. This is good. Like, great. This is not just good, it's great. It is amazing. Alright. So, Glide Roktavor is one of my favorite bays. I love the Roktavor line for Hasbro because Hasbro does a lot of good when it comes to Roktavor. Like, a lot of people say, oh, Roktavor's trash and whatever, but guess what? Not when it comes to Hasbro. Hasbro's version of Roktavor, always, it's just always good. Like, the stocks are always at least decent. Crash Roktavor was super competitive, and now we got Glide. Alright, enough of me talking. I already went over this launcher, and I'm like, well, I'll go over it again. I think they're pretty cool. Alright, now we look at the back of the box. So we have the Roktavor chip, which is a right spinning chip, and then we have the Glide base or ring, which is a right spinning ring, obviously. And then the parts are D81, which is Hasbro's version of wheel. We finally get the wheel disc, guys. D81 is wheel. Yes! And then we got TSP04-M, which is Revolver SPM or Revolver Speedstorm Metal. So yes, this is something Takara Tomy did not do. They didn't make a Revolve Metal, but Hasbro did. So props to them. Or at least I don't believe TT made a Revolve Metal. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Feel free to. See, it's a heavy metal hit. Alright, now, spin stabilizing wings, guys. We have the wing gimmick. Hasbro's bringing back the gimmicks, yo. It's not just Pro Series. Speedstorm's doing it too. Attack 2. Burst 0. The defense 3. Weight 10. Agility 2. And stamina 12. These are insane stats for a stamina base. Weight 10 must have something to do with this driver and the wheel disc combined. I will weigh it, and I'll actually compare it to some other heavy discs. Alright, now let's open this thing on screen. Before I go over to the bay, I would like to say something about this Hasbro launcher. Really cool looking, really good. I love the grip on it, and it feels powerful when you use it. I will be, of course, using these for the test battles to show y'all how good they actually are. Get that out the screen. Alright. Now, we'll go over the main star of the show, Glide Roktavor. Blinds. Alright. Glide Roktavor. Wow, the wings. Let's see. Bruh, they don't actually go out too far. See, even if Hasbro removed this gimmick, it probably wouldn't have mattered so much. It's still cool that they put their time into this though. Like, it's still honestly really cool. And I guess I should go over the wear like a good YouTuber. But first, let's go with it. Okay. The Roktavor R6 chip looks interesting. I like the silver paint. I love the silver here and the gold application, but I kind of wish there's just more. Like, you see there's these little fire markings. They could have made that like orange or something. That would have been cool, like to actually emphasize us breathing fire, because from a distance you can't actually see that. You really can't see that. It's a bummer, but it is what it is. Alright. Yeah, I did kind of go over the wing gimmick. Now, the look of this bay, I love the layer shape. I think this is going to be pretty good. I mean, look at this. It's like 3 huge blades, and then you got these mini wings. So that's very, very good actually. I like how they got this little silver in here, but I really wish there was more detail on the ring overall. Like they got the fire detailing on the wings, props to them. But I kinda wish there was more detail like on the layer itself, or ring. That's what they got. Layer, ring, top. Hasbro calls them tops. I might as well just say top. Yeah, so yeah, on the top, I just wish there was more detail overall. It still looks good, especially with the Roktavor chipped on. I still think it looks pretty good. It does look pretty good. Alright, now, although the main reason why some people would actually want to buy this is for Hasbro's version of wheel. The wheel disc was a really good disc for Takara Tomy because of its weight. And I don't have Takara Tomy days, so I can't actually compare them, but the wheel disc for TT was very heavy. And a lot of people expect the Hasbro one to be very heavy. And on the box it said the weight for Roktavor was 10. So this disc is probably pretty heavy, but we have to see later on. Now, Revolver SPM. Whoa! I can feel the weight. I can feel the weight difference. Oh my gosh, the metal on here. I'm glad Hasbro put on metal here. Okay, so I got some other drivers. This is the original Revolver. Or Revolve driver. See, it's more rounded out, a little bit more rounded out at the tip, kinda, sorta. Then you compare to this, it's like, it's kinda smaller, maybe, and then it has that line in the middle. Don't know how that's gonna perform, but we'll just got to see. I love how they still have the free spinning ring, and I love how it's taller, because if you haven't seen my other videos where I went over this, I'm happy that they are making these bays taller. A lot of people don't know why they're making them taller, but honestly they're making them taller because they don't want any disruptions when it comes to Speedstorm versus Hypersphere, because Hypersphere bays have that height advantage, and it's mean. I tell you, it's mean. And this is Revolve Hypersphere, and it's pretty tall. They're around the same height. This is slightly higher. This is actually slightly taller. Alright, now we got the scale. Let's get weighing. So we shall start out with the Roktavor chip. Boom. 2.77 grams. Interesting. Interesting. It's pretty light. Alright. I mean, it's just the chip itself. Now the ring, 10.58 grams. All together. 13.35 grams, about. Now, the fact that this ring is pretty light isn't actually that big of an issue for it being a stamina type. And this is the Hasbro meta, not the Takara Tomy one, so it doesn't have to be super heavy to be competitive. Wheel disc, 24.84 grams. Alright, I have to do something. I have to try this. Is 00 heavier than wheel? 25.07 grams. Wheel? 24.85. 00 is still Hasbro's heaviest disc. Wheel, and I see why it looks kind of hollowed out. Yeah, wheel is a little hollowed out compared to the Takara Tomy version, which is a little upsetting because I thought it would be heavier. But you know what? It's a-okay because Hasbro was smart enough to put metal on the driver, which weighs about 10.64 grams. Look, I'm gonna put the original Revolve on it. Look, it's like double the weight. It's double the weight, bro. Double the weight of this. And now with the Hasbro version, look, it's heavier than the Hypersphere driver. Okay, all together now, 48.81 grams. Heavier than Colossal Helios and heavier than Super Hyperion. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now that that's out of the way, we gotta test out Glide Roktavor, people. Let's do this. Alright, now for the test battles. Well, first we gotta do a test launch. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. That felt so good. So powerful. And it was just a smooth, powerful launch overall. These ripcord launchers are pretty good. Hasbro did a really good job on that, as usual. And I love Glide Roktavor's movement, so the different shape in the tip doesn't really affect it too much, as it seems right as of now. Only thing is, it might be a little unbalanced because of how tall and thin this is. I wish they widened this out a little bit. Then again, they do have the Hyperspeed version, so I guess that is technically the wider version. But alright, let's put up against Super Hyperion. Can Glide take on Super Hyperion? Rip. Tilting. Big hit. And it beat Super Hyperion with the Survivor finish. I don't know if it took damage from Hyperion's attacks or from when it was hitting it like a bunch while it was already out. Yeah, so it managed to beat Hyperion that time. See, doing that? We got to confirm it. Come on, Glide. You got. Ouch. And Hyperion manages to get a burst.
Still got the moves.
I will do a full battle later on. Glide won the first one, but it took an L the second time. That's okay, Glide. You have another chance against Colossal Helios. You need to see if you can beat a Helios, man. 3, 2, 1, left. Come on, Roktavor. Get off the ground. Whoa! It just slammed. Okay, it just slammed Helios. Poor Helios, it slammed it right on the top. Shut out. Oh, it got shut down, man. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, I want to put up against Tempest Wyvern. I mean, let's see how it does. Let's see how Revolver does against Atonement. Wyvern's gimmick is insane, guys. Like, there's a free spinning layer, or it has it's a layer with a huge free spinning ring. But since Glide has this height advantage, oh no. Yeah, that's the thing about Glide. It is kind of unbalanced. Like, it can get knocked unbalanced easily. Well, not too easily, but I think if you replace wheel with something else like 00 and slap on a frame, it'll be really good. Like, just really good. Like, a lot better than what it's doing right now. Now, despite it tilting, okay, Wyvern won, but despite it tilting so much, it has a lot of LAD. I noticed that because it just sits around, chills, and then it spins. Now that makes it super vulnerable to attacks when it hits the bay hits the the top of it, but it has a lot of LAD. So I still think the driver is pretty good. Let's put up against a Hyperspeed Bay Rock Dragon, which is a defense type. Can Glide defeat a Bay type? Well, we had a disadvantage then. We shall see. Yeah, Hyperspeed Bays aren't too bad in this stadium, especially the stamina and defense ones. The attack ones, I don't know about. Balance types, I definitely don't know about. And Glide actually beat Rock Dragon with the Survivor finish. Okay, if Rock would quit swooping around. Okay, for this one we gotta do one more. Okay, if Rock can get the hits in. Okay, big hit. Can Rock get a burst? You got to see if Rock gets the burst. Alright, yeah, I have high hopes for Hasbro's Roktavor. And it won! Despite taking those hits, it won. And the slopes didn't actually move that time. Okay, so it only took one big L, and that was to Super Hyperion. We're gonna have to put up against a left spin. Like, you gotta check this dude Helios. We gotta put up against an established left spin. How about another Hyperspeed Bay? Inferno Salamander. Now, Inferno Salamander is really good, and I gave it the 10 disc to make it even better. 3, 2, 1, let's rip. Come on, Glide. Whoa, Salamander. Alright, there it goes. Salamander has an attack-based driver, and it's doing pretty well. Ooh. Wait, what's this? Okay, it takes down Glide, but Glide didn't burst, so that's a good sign. That shows that the Glide layer for Hasbro is pretty good, because the slopes do not feel good, guys. They do not feel good. This chip probably does not have good slopes. But it's the layer, or the ring, or top, however you want to say it, that's keeping this bay from bursting so often. It's that good. Alright, last bay is also a left spin. Zone Balcash 8-0 zoned SPM. I guess I did the zone driver thing on purpose. You got to see how Roktavor does. 3, 2, 1, that. Big hit. Can it take the hits of zone? Whoa! Huge hit! Huge hit! Burst! It bursted zone! Oh, yes, 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 yes! It nearly bursted, but it bursted zone! You can't tell me this bay is trash. It's not trash. Roktavor is always good in some way or another. It bursted zone. Like, the slopes on this, I'm telling you, these felt so tough. That's why I did it. Like, this has a really good spring, and the Balkans chip has really good slopes. 8 dashes, I just kind of wanted to throw that on there. But maybe if it had a heavier disc, it would have been better. But man, so far, I'm satisfied. I'm very satisfied. Alright, final thoughts. Wish there was more detail on the layer. However, the layer shape, the fact that they actually paid attention to the wings and added them, despite them maybe being pointless. Wheel, finally, and it's a good disc. And then Revolver SPM, which is also a good, really good driver. That makes this bay really good, and I love the overall look of it, and I love how it's, like, the way how it spins in the stadium. Look, I'm gonna launch it, just to show y'all that it does look good when it spins. Honestly, it looks really good. I mean, I just like how it looks when it spins. It doesn't look terrible, in my opinion. It looks pretty good. Alright, yes. The Roktavor chip doesn't have that good of slopes, but that's okay. Like, the stock is, in general, is still pretty good. Overall, I would say 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 because of the parts and what you can do with the like, you can make a lot of good combos with these parts. So yes, would I buy this bay? Yes, I would buy this bay. Alright, thank y'all for watching. Have a great day.
Oh, Spyder, my man, you forgot the QR codes. What are you doing, man?
Alright, listen. I got it. Chill. Alright, there you go. There's your code. Have a great day.